Once again, guys, I'm in internet trouble here. Of course. Alright, well, I'll just go for it. What's up, guys? Howdy. So, yeah, my internet, it's acting up again, and this is a little bit frustrating, because I've been testing it all morning just to make sure it was ready for this, and I was getting, you know, positive signals, but here we are. I'm getting little, you know, little red icons on my, my OBS. That's not fun. Oh, goodness gracious me. What a great way to start the stream. Okay, let me get a chat window going up here. And if the internet is terrible, I may have to go upstairs and maybe restart my my router and start this whole thing again. We'll see, though. Fingers crossed. Okay, maybe if I pause my own stream, that way I'm not destroying, you know, the internet connection here. And I'll try and keep an eye on the chat, guys. I have got 2 monitors going right now. My webcam's just up here above my main one, I guess. Must be silly of me to do that, but and my main or my second one is just right over here. Okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Sort of, maybe. Or at least we're good enough to get started. So I'm basically just testing out some settings and in a fun way killing some time too, just in terms of content. Because the game, it did just get updated and there's like, you know, a million things broken again, as always. So, well, let's just start a new city and have some fun, right? Okay, so, not that many mods on right now, a few. I guess some of the important ones. The main one that's broken that really kind of breaks my heart is the anarchy one, the prop anarchy. And who is that saying hello there? WRT 2547. Interesting name. Right 2547 maybe. How do you do? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, cool. Thanks for making your way over here, man. Yeah, I'm a little bit slow these days on making some YouTube videos, though. Shame on me, you know. But just, oh my goodness, I'm so frustrated with the, oops, let me kill that audio. I'm a little bit frustrated because I've been working so hard on the, on that time-lapse city, and that's since, you know, since the update, I can't do anything with it. So like, I really have no idea what to do. Like, I'm debating whether to just start a whole new one and, you know, kind of abandon that. It's frustrating because it's been like all my attention. Actually, this is the map I was using for the time-lapse. So I'm getting like weird nostalgia feels. So I might actually make this city sort of the same, kind of like what I was doing with the other one. I actually had a really cool idea for this little island. I don't know if I'm going to tell you guys what it is, but I might just kind of go for it. Okay, let's just jump in here. So this will eventually be upgraded to highway stuff. Just we gotta, you know, unlock it first. Just go over here with this, and then we'll change the direction after. Yeah, that's more or less what I'm after. Okay, so just change those. This will be the kind of the main way through. I'm not looking to make this too big of a city. I kind of want this to be like a small town kind of feel, you know? So at least for our starting point. So maybe this can kind of continue and go straight when we start unlocking some more tiles. But over here, just the little starter part. This might be a suburb of like eventually a bigger a bigger part of the city. Okay, so let's get started with our shape. I don't think that curve is quite even here. Oh, and I just remembered we're starting from scratch, so I gotta not spend all of our money. Darn it. I've already spent like way too much. Okay, well, lesson learned. Okay, so I won't change that, even though that's a little bit off again, but whatever. And then what I will do is make ourselves a little overpass. That's what I'm looking for. And leaves a 4-lane. Now, in terms of symmetry, this does kind of curve a bit, so I want something to kind of come in at like the 45 for like the pie shape kind of look and feel. So maybe I should change that to 3. Maybe we can go from like here to here kind of shape. Yeah, something like that, right? Okay, now 9, I'm always debating as to whether or not this is actually tall enough. Like, you know, visually, because it looks like trucks want to clip that completely, right? So I might actually change that to a 12. Just spend some more money while we're at it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that looks, I think, better, right? Just in terms of how, you know, clearance and whatnot. Boat just kind of caught me off guard there. I'm like, what's coming at us? But no, of course. So I guess we'll take 10 units here for the slope down, just because we're a little bit low on space on this side. And then, just like very simply, let's just do a little diamond kind of style. Even go straight, actually. I want to exaggerate that a bit in terms of length, just so it doesn't look too steep when we go like that on this side. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that works for me. Awesome. And let's just double check our directions here. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Cool. Okay, I like this. All right, good little starts. All right, all right. We're going places. And I think we'll just kind of continue with this road. I'm actually going to pause this now. Bring the sun back. Just so we don't, you know, pay the maintenance fees. And let's go a little bit further out with that. And then what I was thinking of maybe doing with this, yeah, it's a brand new city we're starting here. I'm basically like putting everything else on hold until the rest of the mods get updated. So right now I'm only using like half the mods I normally would, and this is just kind of like, you know, a fun way to kill time basically. So I'll kind of I'm trying to do a few more live streams just in general. So hopefully once or twice a week I want to start getting back into that. So this will be the first of many, and then we'll kind of work on this city whenever we do a live stream. And then since we're waiting for the game to get updated, I imagine we'll kind of yeah, it's funny. It's weird to see my face, eh? I even got a little haircut, you know, ahead of time, right? But still need to shave a bit. I'm kind of in between whether I want the beard or not, to be honest. Yeah, so expect me to stream a little bit more. That's kind of the short of the long here. And then just for today, I'm kind of testing some stuff out. So what I'll be doing is probably streaming for a couple hours, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. But I'll save this, and we can come back to it type thing. Okay, so I need to keep an eye on the money, because it would be really unfortunate if we just went broke and had to start the whole thing all over again right now. That would be very embarrassing. Okay, so it's loud over here, so let's just put this guy over here. Okay, so very simply, let's just put this in. I think that's far enough away, and that's downstream, so I think we're okay. And then in terms of the first buildings that are going to kind of come in, I was thinking of maybe making just like a little starter neighborhood right here, and then a few factories possibly up here. Kind of keeping an eye on how close we get to the water. Okay, and our poor money. Don't want to spend too much. Well, I'm glad you found me, man. Yeah, I pop up a lot on people's like suggested fields, like if you're watching other YouTubers. Because I mean, the grand scheme, I mean, I'm not really that big of a YouTuber, which is kind of, you know, kind of the reality, right? I think I'm big, but you know, I'm still like dwarf size compared to some of the big names, right? Okay, so I think we're fine doing something like this for a starter, just in terms of breaking in. And then maybe we could put like a roundabout or something here. Say go 5 units or so. Awesome. And then this can just break off. Like I'll use the 2-lane roads here. This is 2x2. I'll use it to kind of break people off, and then from there we can do some actual neighborhood zoning with like smaller streets. Okay, so we'll go like this, and I'm just going for that general kind of pie shape, just to kind of suit and match the same kind of flow of this whole area here. So I was thinking of maybe making along coast, like one road that kind of curves, and then one road behind it that kind of goes maybe straight. So we'll kind of see how that looks over here. Alright, so since this straight one's going to get a little bit more traffic, we'll go like this. And no, I wish that worked. Okay, so we'll back that up. Okay, but I really got to keep an eye on my money here. I'm planning like way too much. Guys, welcome to everyone who just stopped in. Just to kind of fill you in on the details, we're basically starting a new city here. The game, it was just very recently updated, and I've been spending like all my time working on the time-lapse city, but it was like so reliant on the prop anarchy, but that's unfortunately broken, so the other cities aren't working either. So I'm just doing this, you know, kind of kill some time, and I'm looking to stream a little bit more often, so hopefully you guys can, you know, stop on by and, you know, I think streaming's kind of fun, right? It's a fun way to kind of mix things up. So we'll do streaming more often, and we'll work on this whenever we stream. And my goodness, we are out of money, so I'm just going to do some zoning. We'll start doing neighborhood construction once our income kind of rolls in, because I really know I'm going to go broke, especially at this pace, so let me slow things down here. And like, this is just totally going to change. Like, I'm not going to zone in the roundabout, but this is just literally to get us started. So we are going to be out of money in seconds, and I don't think we have one power plant, but like not really enough, right? No power lines, no infrastructure. Okay, so this will go this way. Excellent. Maybe even further. Perfect. I like it. And then that has to connect. That as well has to connect. Oh boy, poor money. And then I was thinking, yeah, just a little industrial area over here. But you know what? In terms of money, it's like really we are kind of out. So maybe I could put industry just down close to the highway below everything. Just, I mean, again, it's temporary, right? Okay, so that will go, say, like that. That's relatively symmetrical with everything else. Or like symmetrical enough that I won't change it. But I mean, maybe in a perfect world it would have gone a little bit straighter, but c'est la vie. Okay, now just super simple. Just a couple of boxes. And just mix up the shape a bit, just do that. And then that can go like that as a bypass. Hey, what's up, Surf Guy? I'm quite well today. Finally Saturday. I almost said finally Friday, but no, today is Saturday. Well, actually, that's not, yeah, this is good right here in terms of symmetry. Feels like a long week. And just, I've been working so many trade shows on the weekends that it's nice to kind of not be doing one. And so I'm kind of thinking that the weekends I'm not doing trade shows. That's when I'll kind of do the streams. And then these days I'm not doing a whole heck of a lot of shows, so hopefully I'll have some more time for this. Yeah, I know. I'm on pause right now. I haven't done anything yet. But I'm just basically getting a little starter build going right here. But I'm just about to get some pipes in and then going to press play. We are out of money, unfortunately. And then it would suck if this just kind of, you know, to start again here. I don't think we have to. I think we have enough of the framework in place. And I'm going a little bit further with the industry than I kind of wanted to. I'm thinking most of this will be kind of, you know, temporary anyhow, so we'll put some commercial in as a blocker. Even though these guys are going to be pretty loud, but that's okay. Okay, so clean that out. Perfect. And then just maybe some more commercial right there. And then just a line like that. Excellent. And then the rest will be residential. And you know what? Forget what I said about the roundabout before. Let's just get as many people as we can in here. And since we have so much commercial down there, let's just move this. Okay. Pipes, then I think we're okay. Yeah, it's actually, you know what? Let me post the link for the map. I meant to do that. I might post this again for other people that asked too, but it's a custom-made map. So there it is right there for you guys. Oops. And I was using this map for the time-lapse city I was working on. So I'm getting some like weird nostalgia here. But I'm trying to build very differently than I was originally doing that city. And that one had a cool kind of feel to it. It was like a very American town. Like very boxy, very grid-like. You can see a little bit of that evidence already, I think, in this. Okay. Wow, that was like down to the last dollar. Holy smokes, we were so broke. Okay. I'm gonna press play now, and you know, we probably should put power lines down here just to be safe while we have the money. Hey, Rebels One, what's going on? Yeah, I went out and got a haircut and everything for the stream, and I am debating of getting rid of the beard. Like, I was clean shaven a little while ago, and this is actually just like a few weeks of growth here, maybe like 3 weeks tops. I seem to grow beards relatively quickly. Okay, cross your fingers, guys. I don't want this to be, you know, the end of the stream right here when we go into the negatives and have to start the whole thing again. I think we're okay, though. Like, I probably should have spent a little bit more, you know, of this money instead of letting it just kind of run into the negatives like this, but... I mean, really, I probably would have just put, like, one more road in, so it's not like we're missing out on that much, right? And we'll take a cinematic approach. And I can show you guys, actually, the map as a whole. It's actually a really fun map, for those of you that want to download and play on your own. It was originally made as an 81 tile map, so you can kind of see, like, most of the, you know, build areas are kind of suited for kind of where the fog of war kind of is right now, but no, it's kind of cool. So these areas here, they're actually set up for farms already, so these are the fertile grounds right there, so that's like uber convenient. And then what I had done, I guess I'll tell you guys. I remember when I started the stream, I said I was going to keep it a secret. But what I was doing for the time lapse is I kind of made this little island here into like my 3-mile island. So I had like a nuclear power plant. I had a really, really big train yard right there and a whole bunch of other assets and stuff. So I might recreate that as we kind of make our way over here. But we'll see kind of, you know, we'll see how time goes, see how big this city gets. And luckily, I think we're okay for money. We're just kind of hovering right around break even right now. So I'll cross my fingers. Worst case, I can always, you know, take down some of the maintenance costs on, you know, some of our buildings, right? But really, though, I'm kind of worried about running that. God, gee, we are now. I didn't want to run out of power before we got positive. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. If we get the next milestone, we'll have enough money to buy another power plant. So I think we're going to get that. We just need 440 people, and we're at like 355, so... Oh, it's so close! I hate this race against time. Oh, I could make Alcatraz over there. That's a good point, actually. Oh, I had not considered. You know what we could even do is a different island, just for... Yeah, that was a little bit too small, right? But I'm sure there's another island on here somewhere. Yeah, even like one of these two, right? That could be the prison. Ooh, good thinking. Well, thank you. Yeah, I put this in the background for funsies, right? All right. Unlocked. Okay, so let's pause this. Bring the sun back up. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nut. I actually have the full set of armor. It's just good. It's a good conversation piece. So usually I kind of leave it on my desk or that kind of stuff, you know. Okay, so we'll put one more of these in here. Makeshift library. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support, guys. Glad all of you are making your way over here. Okay, so power is back. Our budget is positive. The town is growing. Very strange shape so far, but I kind of have like the bigger picture in mind as always. This industry, kind of neat over here. Very close to our people, but not, you know, not as detrimental as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Yes, taxes. Well, I'll get to that eventually. I don't think we can do taxes just yet. Oh, we can! Oh, darn it. Silly me. Thank you for the reminder, guys. Okay, so I think so far, for the moment, this should function well for our interchange. If we are going to keep the highway, the industry here, we're probably going to need another just simple interchange over here. We can even, oh, you know what we could do is chop this road in half, bury it, have the other half come out over here, and then make another interchange. And have people kind of enter. Interesting idea. Yeah, and the sewage, all of this is eventually going to move. This is just like, you know, super starter. Okay, so let's tack on some more neighborhoods. Let's get some more people in here and unlock the next milestone. And then we can put some services in too. Oh gosh. I hate when that happens, you know, when the snap point just kind of finds somewhere else and just glides on over. Okay, so I originally said I wanted to make that curved as well as a straight street in here. We'll see about doing that once we move the pumps. I think we'll kind of keep things like this for the moment. And I'm also not opposed to doing level crossings for our trains here. I think because this is going to be the highway, what I'm going to do is maybe extend this bridge and just kind of keep this one separated. But like here, for example, I totally don't mind doing a level crossing. They're pretty common, you know. And I mean, unless you have this is the only way through, like you won't really run into traffic problems. So I'll probably space some stuff out. Okay, so let's build. I think kind of out this way. I'm going to go with the wider road too, just to encourage people to kind of use this as a bit of a bypass. Okay, so that works for me. Maybe this can connect with that, or that can follow the flow of the arm like this. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and then these will connect like this. Alright, we're getting there. Probably need something coming through here. Cool. And then maybe, just for fun's sake, that can connect, but I don't know. That won't really look nice. That's kind of symmetrical, so that looks kind of cool. Just my thoughts with this, it's like, if you're going kind of to this part, you're going to break away, use this road here. It's a little bit faster than if you're using, you know, the other roads, right? It's kind of like a smaller little, you know, avenue. Okay, so roughly in the center, put one more in here. And then here, it's tempting to put something, you know, like that even. And this might be overkill, I don't know. It could possibly be the start of overkill. I'm gonna do that much of it. Okay, that's probably good. Alright, so I'll continue with the same zoning theme. So let's do some commercial over on this side. I'm probably better off with that. Very good. And then just expand on this. Alright. And we have a lot of demand just for residential right now, so we'll just kind of focus on that. Get some more people in here. It is really loud over here, so I think we're probably going to start shifting towards commercial, and eventually even moving these people out of here. Maybe make this like a park space or something. Same with over here, just because of the pumps, right? I'm actually going to get rid of these people right now. There, that's better. Okay, so first round of services. Let's get those in here. And that's a good spot, I think. Nice little clinic. All right. And there's school. Oh, we have no money. Oh, darn it. We take out a loan? I think so. Okay. I'm going to start with using the one that looks like a church, because that kind of fits our little small town neighborhood kind of feel right now. Of course, there's no symmetry. There we go. That one's nice. There. That's nice, right? I like that. Yeah, I get the Bob Ross comment quite a bit, actually. I like that. It makes me smile every time. But, you know, I used to watch Bob Ross when I was a kid, right? I loved that. And then sometimes when I paint, they have like a Bob Ross kind of feel. Like, I love doing, like, scenery and, like, you know, trees and, like, that kind of stuff. And then when I was a kid, I would go absolutely crazy to set up my model trains. Like, if I knew my parents were going to be out for the weekend, I would just, like, take over the entire living room. I'd, like, you know, make little structures. I'd bring in, like, sticks and stuff from the outside and make, like, you know, like a little fake forest and stuff. It was, like, crazy. Oh, my goodness. So you can kind of see why I like this game, right? Okay, I'm thinking here, in terms of our dump, where we can put that. It's going to have to be, you know, like, wherever we put it, it's going to be there for a while, so we are sort of establishing this as an industrial area. We are starting to pollute the ground, so we might as well just keep stuff here. Let me do that idea I kind of had in mind. Actually, I guess we'll keep the game running. About maybe sinking this road. That's kind of a cool idea, I think. Probably to back that up, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, that works. There's 11 units or so. Okay, I like that. And then, just in terms of the on-off, I mean, we can make it super, super simple. And just do something like this. Yes, get rid of those power lines, absolutely. Little things I keep forgetting. That's why I'm reluctant to put them in the beginning, because I always forget to take them out. Okay, so we'll do that. This is just like literally the most simple... Yeah, I don't even want to do that, to be honest. Oh, darn it. I wish that was a little bit, you know, kind of like that. Okay, I guess we'll just do it. Possibly temporary. And I'm going to upgrade these roads just to accommodate the extra traffic now. Oh, out of money, darn it. Okay, well, let me get rid of the power lines that we don't need. These ones are probably redundant. Helps a little bit with money to do that. How's our grid looking? Yeah, we're okay. So I can probably get rid of these as well, to be honest. Fingers crossed. Oh yes, we are good. Oh, then over here, for the dead end. Yeah, I gotta figure out that whole area still. I guess we can get rid of this now, since we got the double, I think this might now maybe turn into just like a kind of a highway that goes, just still down here, and then we can make this into residential, and then possibly keep this as industrial since we're this close to the highway. And then we can turn this into like a forestry or something, since we got all the trees here. Actually, that's not a bad idea, making a forestry sector. It's a good way to kind of specialize, really. Let me expand down over here. What money? We spend so much of it. Oh, darn it. Oh, right! I was supposed to put the, oh boy, the garbage is in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, is there anywhere I can zone just quickly to get some more people? There is. Let me guess, we're out of water? No, we just happen to not have coverage. Okay. And of course, no money. Oh my goodness, story of our life here. This is too funny. I'm so used to playing on like a big city where we just have like unlimited money essentially, right? So let me put this back on 3-speed just so we get some cash coming in here. Bring the light back. And even though the city, it's brand new, I've already made the pipes look terrible. Oh my goodness. Never my strong suit though. Okay, and call for electricity as well. Wow, if it's not one thing, it's another right now. Holy smokes. I think though in terms of priorities, I believe garbage is a little bit more important, so we'll kind of do that first. We're just slightly in the red. So I've seen worse. Okay, but yeah, I don't want these people to move out though, you know, because they've been calling for garbage for a while. I don't mind if we lose. Oh my goodness, that's like all the factories. Oh my. Who's in charge here? This place has already fallen apart. Okay, well I need 4,000 for the dump anyhow, so that's a cheaper, easier thing to get. And at this point, let's do something to make our people happy, right? So I'll put the dump on this side. Unfortunately, that is a little bit, you know, polluting for our forest areas. But we can kind of hide the dump, you know, within the trees. So it won't look as, you know, as bad. And I'll just put it, like, right on this road. We'll leave some space just so we can build some intersections. And then, you know, our on and off ramps as well. So that's just fine like that. Perfect. Trucks away. Excellent. And I won't build anything else until we get our next power, because unfortunately we are gonna, you know, run out of, or not run out, people are gonna move out. Oh, actually that helps a lot. Perfect. Oh boy, a whole bunch of stuff too. New services, gotta remember to put those in. Okay, so first things first. Power. I think realistically we should move into one of these, otherwise every 5 minutes we're gonna build, you know, another wind turbine. The only downside to these guys is they're very expensive, but I guess we'll put them in. Absorb the cost. It is important. Definitely meets our power needs by a long shot, which is great. Oh, you guys are saying coal as well? Yeah, excellent. Glad you guys are on my side. Alright, so problems now being taken care of. We got people in a place to work. Hopefully these buildings will come back in once the you know, demand kind of goes back up. Kind of see it moving. Looks like we're making progress. Okay, so let's expand slightly over here in terms of industry. Like, I really want to have a minimal industrial footprint on this side. We'll keep these buildings. We can maybe encase them in trees. but more of my industry I want over here. Okay, so expand that slightly, because these roads are really, really expensive, but great at moving high volumes of people. Okay, so on and off ramps. We'll kind of see if we want to keep these for the long haul. They're kind of strange, to be honest, and not really in the best placement, just in terms of, you know, how this little interchange is already happening. But again, we just need somewhere for the industry to kind of, you know, get on and off the highway rather quickly, so we'll deal with that. Yeah, I was kind of hoping these abandoned buildings would maybe take care of themselves, but I guess we can just delete them. Really, I should download that mod to just auto-delete the abandoned buildings. For me, it's that sound. I just feel like demolishing stuff, it just like, you know, I don't know what it is, like nails on a chalkboard kind of sound for me. Okay, so start pumping up the residential neighborhoods. We can probably start moving this. I don't know if we unlocked another tile to buy. We did. Don't have the money. Darn it, big city syndrome again. Yeah, so we'll buy the next tile over, and then we can move this kind of stuff to like the bay opening here, and then we'll just move the power along with it. And then we can start expanding our neighborhoods this way. That should be kind of good. Okay. Keeping with my idea of kind of following the coast with this road, I want to go slightly this way now. And originally it was going to be a curve, but I guess we're going to go with a straight road. And then, like I said, if possible, maybe put a thin, winding, curvy one. Or we could always put kind of like a bike path or something along the coast. That is not out of the question either. And if people are coming off the highway this way and they wanted to get over here, we should give them a wider road. I wanted to upgrade these still. My goodness, so much to do. No money to do it with. Okay, back on 3-speed. Sun back in our favor. And like surprisingly, a lot of the mods, they do still work. It's just like there's only 2 or 3 that I really want to have work that don't. Like the main one is the prop anarchy. And so like all the you know, the trees and like all the parks, all that custom stuff we've made in all the other cities, like all of that stuff, it's like it doesn't work now. Like when I loaded the maps, I looked at it, it was just like barren, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, no, why does this always happen to me? Oh my goodness. And the worst part is, I knew the update was coming, and so I put the game in offline mode, and I'd worked on the time-lapse city, and I thought it was totally safe. Hey Herb Time, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you, you know, giving a little comment right here. But yeah, I was, oh my goodness, I hope I didn't lose my train of thought here. Anyway, yeah, so I loaded the map, and it was totally fine, didn't do the update, and then my computer, like with Windows 10, did one of those automatic restarts, and then when Steam started, I didn't even think, and I just got like a friend's pop-up or whatever, and I was like, oh goodness, no. And then I loaded the map again, and then everything was just like, you know, totally just messed. And I was like, oh no. I was like, why? Oh boy, oh boy. And so it's like, I had put the Toronto one on hold for these kind of reasons, and then this happened, and then I started another time lapse, and then that also got, I don't want to say fudged, but you know, it's just on hold, I guess is a good way to put it. Anyway, what I was doing over here was basically trying to make a little bit of a bypass just to kind of get traffic moving in a different direction so they don't have to go into the roundabout if you wanted to go over here. Okay, police, because we were getting some pop-ups for that. Man, oh man, oh man, I'm so neglectful with this poor city. I should not have the ramp from the... Yeah, this is really, I don't know, this is not permanent. We'll keep the bridge underneath, but what I think we're going to do is maybe make a different, just to give ourselves more space. Just for kind of, just low on money. And then it's fine because we have a really low population and like minimal traffic, but I do agree with you in the long run, that's not really going to work. Okay, so I'll put the police station, I guess, relatively central. And I wish we were getting a little bit more money here, but no one's going to move in until we fix these problems, right? Here I am being a chatty Cathy instead of building. And it's kind of slowing progress, right? Okay, so what I'll do is I will zone right here on the off chance that people will move in. I don't see why they wouldn't. They probably just won't stay for very long if we don't put in some more services. And then because we are getting close to the factories, just go like that, and then change these to factories. Awesome. Yeah, I thought about doing that too. The courthouse. I don't even know where we're at right now, but 34%. Oh, it's tempting. Actually, yeah, you know, let's do that really beginning. Yeah, let's do it. Appreciate the reminders. Surf guy saving the day, man. Appreciate that. Good comments. All right. So if we do get our crime rate above 50%, you actually unlock the courthouse. That's basically the qualifications right there. And you might as well do it while the city is young and, you know, no one's really complaining too much about it, right? Okay, let's switch this to commercial. But if we have like a mass exodus, I may have to abandon this little project. But we're so close, so I hope we can do it. And we're getting close to our factories here, but, you know, this can always, again, be pushed a little bit further back. Okay, so ensure we got some pipes going. We're okay so far with our total volume, so we can actually support quite a bit of growth before we have to put a new pump in. And outflow pipe as well. Terrible job with the pipes. Good gravy. Still fire now. That's always a very important thing. I really like to look at this asset, and it's a nice big size too. I wanted to get police, but we're going to do fire first so we can kind of keep on our police little, you know, mission here. We're at 41, we're getting there. We can do it! I'm actually confident we can do it. Let's do it, yeah. It breaks my heart to see all these icons, though, as a mayor, right? Here, let me focus on one neighborhood that's nuts. There, these people are happy. But yeah, oh my goodness. I'm being very neglectful. Okay. I will keep the sun up, keep it on 3 speed, though. Have we unlocked graves? We have not yet. What are the other services we need? Just one type of school so far. No, we have high schools now. That could be next on the docket, but I think we should be focusing on getting the population higher. And if we do get some more people in here, it'd be easier to get the crime milestone as well. That's true. I could reduce the water budget actually, since we have so much surplus here. What is that at, by the way? I mean, it's really, you know, yeah, it's enough. Okay. That was the weirdest debate right there. I mean, we can probably make the same argument about power, right? Might as well get some money coming in. There's a little OCD in this. We have to make these even Steven. I don't know why. There you go. Should help a bit with the budget. And let's... Oh yeah. Still optimal. Got some growth. Still a lot of room here still. That's good. Okay. Continue with this theme. I'm not really sure where I'm going in terms of the shape of this neighborhood. I kind of like, though, how these roads kind of work, but I guess what I'm doing is basically making little neighborhoods within bigger webs of, like, wider streets, I guess. So with that in mind, let's maybe put something that kind of connects over to here, maybe. Just curve this in, I guess. I should keep power at 95%. What are we at now for power? Yeah, I'll have to put that up eventually. It's just a nice little boost right now, I guess. Power rates, we go through it so quickly, that's the thing, right? Especially as we're going, oh my goodness, look at this! Haha! I've never unlocked that before, that's so funny. Like, I never attempt it, you know? I'm always, like, worried that people will move out. So I'm always just, like, police station's one of the first things I place. Okay, wow, these people are moving in rather quickly. Excellent. Excellent. Oh boy, every time I look at these pipes, like, literally we're like 10 minutes into a city and the pipe network is like what is happening with these pipes, you know? Okay. Now, did we... Yeah, that's... Oh, I saw 50 right there. I'm gonna go above 50 just to be safe. I don't know if we get a pop-up or how that actually works. But, oh no, what is my game doing here? Okay, good, I thought my game was crashing. Whew. Okay, so, milestone unlocked. I guess a combination of the rain, the stream, and the, that little milestone right there. My game just had like a 1-second hiccup. Alright, Surf Guys, give me a second. Okay, so, basically, I think we have enough now for... Oh, it's so close still. Because I don't want to keep this going for too long, because then people start moving out, right? Alright, well, power is going to go back. I'm going to put that at 100. Or keep it at 95, I guess. Just that little extra bit of save. That's what Surf Guy was saying. And I'm gonna lower that a bit, to be honest with you. Give ourselves a little bit more, you know, more budget bang right there. Okay, so back to 3-speed. Bring the lighting back up. And let's expand onto what we're building over here. A little bit boxy, but not the worst in terms of shape. We can probably sneak another roundabout somewhere in here, just to kind of get away from the boxiness of it all. Alright, so not a very big one. Let's go 4 right here. And like down the road, we could eventually put like I have a small little subway station asset that kind of works well in here. And oh, of course, that's why we're getting zoning like that. There we go. I was like, what's going on with our directions here? But yes, that makes sense. There we go. Okay, keep our 4-lane going up here. And oh, you know what we probably could do is make this the 4-lane, and then make this the new highway interchange, and then just get rid of that one. Okay, what do we have for police here? How is that going down? People are like doing vigilante. They're like take crime into their own hands, I guess, right? That's what we're looking for here. Okay, let's expand on our industry since we haven't really been doing that in a while. And then crime, we're so close. Like, I know it hit 50%. I just wanted to go above just to be safe, just in case it has to be like, you know, 51 for us to get it. And then I don't even think we like get a milestone pop-up or anything. I think it's just like later when we look at the landmarks or unique buildings or whatever, it'll say that we've met that particular requirements. Okay, so again, going in the wrong direction, so we'll just let that do its thing. Get some more people moving though, at least. And then we'll just build ourselves a highway interchange right over here. Cool. Now I don't know why we're losing zone spots. It's probably one of the mods acting up, but that's okay. Alright, interchange, please. And go. Okay, so bring it up to 12. And that was 10 units long for the slopes. Excellent. And I think we'll just go straight just for the sake of the overall symmetry. And then these can link up. And then we'll get rid of these arms here, because that's, yeah, not really, you know, not really our style anymore. And, have we unlocked these yet? No, we haven't. Just using these, it looks like. Alright, now I'll exaggerate the size, because I kind of enjoy doing that. And why don't we do the same kind of approach and then just change the directions after. Yes, very good. And we'll bring the sun back to make this a little bit easier to follow along. And do we have a curved road? I think we did. Now, ballpark, what was that unit count, let's say? What does that look like? 15 units? 14, 15? Many? I don't know. Okay, let's just collect that. I think, you know, like highway interchanges, right? They should be a little big. I think these arms are bigger than those arms, but whatever. Now we can get rid of this. Oh, we have no power over here. Oh my goodness. What a disaster. Again, who is in charge here, you know? Who do I call for complaints, you know? Where do I lodge my opinions? Alright. Now, in order to get truck traffic away from this, we're going to have a road that, you know, connects these guys. Which is super doable. And then just to mix things up, I'm going to now switch things over to this. There we go. And then just go like that. Cool. Oh, and then you know what we could do is maybe even connect those so it looks a little bit better visually. There. there. That's kind of fun. I like that. Alrighty. Very nice. And then, yeah, hopefully trucks, they kind of take this now, right? Cool. Looks like mission accomplished. Yes, crime, we did it. Okay, for sure. Now let's fix the problems. I guess we can use some of these good old-fashioned small ones here. Maybe a couple of them. Say one over there, and then say one over here. That way they get some coverage underneath the highway as well. Wow, look how fast that just went into effect. Holy smokes, cops are effective. Take that, criminals. Okay, we probably need another fire station, I imagine, over on this side. And I guess we'll use the in-game one. That's a good choice. Put that right there. Works for me. And probably another school while we're at it. But man, like, how do we go through our money so quickly? Okay, so elementary school. Alright, well, let's just get some more people living in here. That is the answer. Alright, so this road will continue like this. But that's not going straight, so we're going to have to... Oh, that's it. Now it is. Cool. And then we'll just fill this in with residential right now. She has power and stuff. Wow, really, eh? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, not you too. Oh, darn it. Just when you think, oh right, we've done this. Ha ha ha, sneaky, sneaky. I almost forgot. You tried to trick me, but I remember it now. Oh goodness. Okay. Not a bad looking city so far. The one thing we're definitely missing though is like parks and stuff, right? You kind of see like no one is happy. So let's maybe put one in. Luckily they're not too expensive. And like, you know, the world of good they do, right? Why won't that fit? It like fits on that side of the street, but not... Oh, that's so strange. Look at that, right? Okay, we'll just put it right there, I guess. I don't know, that's really weird. Okay, so that goes in. Connect the back pathway. Awesome. Because what is the point of the park if no one's using it, right? Great, so let's kind of exaggerate the ways to get in and out. Excellent, and this should look really nice once all the you know, houses and stuff build in and around it. Okay, so let's expand on our industrial zone. So I imagine if we get some more... Oh, wait, water. Get some more of these buildings in, that'll kind of push up our demand for residential. And of course, story of our life, we are out of money. Oh my goodness. Gotta remember to drink my coffee before it gets cold. It's a problem when you you know, you stream or you record, you just kind of forget, you know, about your immediate surroundings. Like there could be like a fire behind me, and I could just be like do 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 do, you know, just totally in the zone, just trying to read comments or something, right? But if you guys were to point it out in the comments, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, do 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 do, you know, thanks for the comment, blah blah blah. Oh goodness, I would probably react hopefully much differently. Actually, there is that I'm sure some of you have seen it. Like it was pretty viral at the time. That I think it's a Japanese streamer that burned down his house while he was playing with a lighter, trying to refill it or something. And for those of you who haven't seen it, he basically was refilling his lighter, lit it, but there was like excess gas everywhere. And what he had lit on fire, like the paper or whatever, he had dropped in his garbage can just as like an immediate reaction, and then just the fire spread, and he threw his garbage in the corner, and then just couldn't put it out in time, and that was pretty crazy. I don't know why I'm still talking about this, but you know, for those of you that have seen it, I think you know what I mean. It shows up a lot in those like kind of like those, you know, top 10 famous Twitch moments, like that kind of stuff, right? Let's see if we can get some more semblance to our pipe network over here. Man, we really got to increase our budget because we're like, our income, I should say, because we're kind of struggling. I just, you know, we'll put some more factories in on this side. A little bit easier, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna expand. I want that to kind of go. Yeah, I think that should go like that, just in terms of the general shape. I'm not quite sure symmetrically what the city is all about, right now, to be honest. Yeah, we got up to 54% surf guide before I pulled the plug on it, just to ensure. But things are much better now. And no, we do need another power plant. Oh, goodness gracious me. So I'm going to get another coal power plant. I don't know if we've done the rest of the loans yet. Oh, yes. Beautiful. So we'll put another coal power plant up here. I'm going to leave some room just so we can put a road through here. Because even though these buildings, you can move them, you have to pay a lot of money to do it. I think to move the coal power plant, I think it's like 1,900 just to move it. Nope, that's not what I want. Relocate. Wow, 3,800. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a lot of money, right? I mean, obviously we have some right now, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we'll connect that over there so that interchange kind of serves this area a bit better. And I don't like that. I think it's a fair kind of thing to say, right? I'm going to just redo this really quickly. And I have such a habit of pausing things whenever I do like these kind of changes. And my main reason for that is like it just doesn't really interrupt too much with the game mechanics. I think I want that to go straight first. I think that's the issue. Because when you change the roads around a lot like this, all the incoming cars have to change their pathways. And if you're changing it like twice or 3 times, right, it's just kind of unnecessary load on your CPU. And it's like minuscule at this point, but it's like just kind of a habit I built, right? Yeah, that's better. I think what it is maybe that side's a little bit too long, but not the end of the world. We could even do something like this, right? Just like a bypass. No, of course that doesn't work. Of course not. Alright, now I'm determined. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Maybe it helps the traffic, who knows. Okay, we'll get rid of the extra in a second. I think you get highway ramps on the next milestone, maybe? Let me look at that. Oh, canals. Neat. No, it must be the one after that. Oops. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. When we get to busy towns, that's 2,400 people. That's really not that far away at all, actually. What's the next one, then? Oops. Wrong direction here. Oh, we get it the next one. Oh, okay. Well, how about that? So it is the next one. Okay, and then we'll just see if this is really slow or dumb or whatever. I think visually that looks a bit nicer, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Fill this in. And, I mean, since they're small houses, I am in the zone on the roundabouts. Otherwise, I think it's a little bit too much dead space. I won't zone inside them, though. I think that's not really, you know, accurate or real or whatever, right? Put some shopping in over here. Maybe cut back on how much. Okay, speed back on. And I think we should probably think about... actually, how far are we from... Oh, yeah, that's right, we can. Yes. I wanted to move this, but we do have this now. Okay, so we can purchase that since we have the money. Excellent. And then bring the light back. Nope. No, right click, please. There we go. So I'm going to pause this for a second. And let's look at the way the water moves. So we should have our intake over here, and then our outflow just say over here, and that can just kind of, you know, go out to sea. Or we could even take over this island. Oh, that would be kind of cool if we make this like a little kind of like services, utilities. Interesting. Yeah, I have so many custom assets downloaded, so you'll see a lot of those, and we're gonna unlock them with the next milestone. Like, I mean, like highway intersections, like that kind of stuff. Oh, why did I do 2 and 2? Darn it. Okay, I meant to move these, but we'll get a partial refund anyway, so whatever. Okay, these we can move. Hey, okay, perfect. It's not power being produced, that they're actually efficient over here, and that should keep this little thing going. And my favorite sound ever. Yes! Oh yeah, very good. Okay. Reconnect that, perfect. Awesome. Okay, Okay, now we got some room to expand over here, which is great. And since we're paused, and oh no, gosh, don't do it. Whew, that was close. Because I haven't bought this tile yet, right? I wanted to bring this up as a bridge over top of our highway, but if I do that, I have to buy the next thing so I can build again, right? Okay. So I'll continue with this. I guess we're getting the same kind of theme and style here with the neighborhood. It does look like we should have another road kind of coming through here, to be honest. Maybe that breaking points. Just to kind of fill this area in, right? Just go like that. Oh, that does line up. That's kind of cool. And then put this path back in. Alrighty. And get the game going still, I guess, while we're doing this. Now, where is this going to go? Is this going to go to this one, I think? Probably. Well, let's make that work. Okay. I think if we go like this, and then curve the last little bit in, I think we're okay. Yep. No, it's a little bit crooked. Maybe this wasn't meant to be. Or maybe if we go like that instead. Just so we can get a little bit more zoning in. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. And then we're probably going to upgrade this, actually. Because what I'm going to do is connect that as well, and might as well make this symmetrical, say, with that. And then we're going to do a little bit more expansion in terms of our industry. And of course, that's not going to work though I want it to. Oh, drat. Alright, so I'll play. So that goes like this now. This goes outward. That goes, hopefully, there it is. And then this now comes over here. Perfect. There we go. That took longer than it needed to. Okay, so expand on this. I don't know if we've unlocked it yet, but this is going to be specialized industry over here. This will eventually be our forestry. And let's not zone too far on the inside. Excellent. Some more factories over here, but not a lot. Just like a little bit, you know? And I'm actually going to get rid of these ones here. Switch this to commercial. So commercial is going to go here. And then this will be residential. And we're getting close, so hopefully these residents don't mind too much living, you know, this close to these factories. Convenient if you live here and work there, though, I will say that. And then, as always, you know, these areas are all subject to change. Still very early in the city build. Oh, right, delete the old pipes there. You're absolutely right. Okay, so let's put in a curved road like that. I think that was kind of the missing shape from before. Oh, neat. That does kind of suit the... Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Make that all factories. Commercial blockers right there. Perfect. Okay. Delete our old pipes. Go underground over here. Oops. Need to be underground somehow. There we go. Wait, no. Pipes underground this way. Aha. Okay, get rid of that. Don't really need those anymore. I guess we could have kept them. I mean, hypothetically, they're going to go back in at some point. Okay, let's expand on our pipes over here. Oh, these poor people are going to move out right away. We just got them in. Okay. Now, in terms of milestones, we are getting really close. The next one is 2,400 people, and we are currently at 2,245. So it's actually fairly close. All right, lights back up. And I'm tempted just to leave the game on 1 speed now that we have a little bit more income kind of coming in. Yeah, I'm trying not to do... I mean, this is basically going to be a suburb, I think, in the grand scheme, just of the whole, how the city's going to kind of grow. So I'm not expecting too much in terms of traffic or growth over here. I am thinking just in terms of like a downtown, just we'll kind of see how time, you know, don't think we're gonna get to it today, but like one of these areas closer to the coast, or like, you know, even over here, right? Without including that island, or like even this whole space, this can be downtown, and this can just be slowly becoming suburb type thing. Actually, what I did in my time-lapse city, which unfortunately has been lost to the cause, is right over here. I actually did an NFL stadium in this little circular thing. I don't know if I have that unlocked yet. Yeah, I can't even show you guys what it looks like, unfortunately. That looked really cool. It was a giant, giant one. I don't think I've used that at all yet in the regular series. So when we unlock it, I will show you. Okay, back over here. And then these will kind of curve and meet with each other, but just based on the shape of that kind of lake. And then we can kind of make a ring road around the lake like that, or whatever, yeah. Not bad of an idea, I don't think. And then behind... Oh, cool, that does line up. Wow, I love when that kind of stuff does happen. Should we do something with that, though? I feel like it's too small of an area to go and do anything with it, though. I don't think we can go down. No, I think we'll just leave it like that. It's just nice that it kind of, you know, lines up. It'd be like our own little secret that we all know about or something, who knows, right? Okay, so that goes like that. And then this should kind of curve. Oh, actually, it's a custom map here. I'll post the link again. So for those of you that missed it earlier, this is the link to the workshop page for this map right there. And I'll show you guys the map as a whole. It's actually a pretty fun map. So it's made, it works best with the 81 tiles. You don't have to have that. Definitely it's fine with the 9 or the 25. I'm currently using the 25 tile mod, but we're kind of starting from the beginning, so we only have like 2 tiles unlocked. But all of these little farm areas here, it's actually fertile ground, so it's like set up already for farming. So it's like killer fun when the city gets kind of big. And there's just a really nice kind of shipping lane that goes right through the center. So you get options on both sides for harbors, that kind of stuff. The highway's really, really well done, whoever made this map. Kind of see the interchanges are really well thought out. That one's a little bit crooked, so maybe a bad example, you know, but like the rest of them are kind of nice, right? And I wish this kind of stuff didn't happen. I wish these bridges were a bit higher, but definitely a fun map to play. So I highly recommend it. And then if you do like it, like, you know, let the, you know, rate the guy, give him like 5 stars or something, right? I always appreciate people who take the time to kind of make workshop art and like content stuff for us, you know? Time out of their busy days. And honestly, it's a good community that makes a game better. You know, it's you guys watching, it's me streaming, it's other people streaming too, not just me. It's the developers taking part, you know, they stream as well. They respond to comments on Reddit. I don't know if you guys are, you know, active on Reddit or not, but there's a great subreddit for this game. It's just a lot of fun, and everyone shares their ideas, you know, and it's a great community this game has become and kind of built around. And you don't see that too often with games. And then oil and ore, I can show you, there's tons of that too. So here are the resources. Too bad I can't do a different thing, right? But you can kind of see there's pockets basically everywhere, right? So there's not any one particular spot in the map where you gotta stay focused, but there's just tons of options. And I wish I could show you a little bit better, you know, view of the map, but you can get the kind of idea, right? And so we'll have a few specialized industrial zones throughout the city. Okay, so our demand is now starting to shift back towards people. So let's kind of continue with some residential neighborhoods over here. And then just to kind of stop us from becoming too grid-like, I'm just going to throw in a road just literally like this, just to kind of offset everything. And so that way visually it's not just a boring box. Now it's got a little, you know, little curve to it or something. And if you really want, you can do like the off direction, right? This little A kind of hidden in there. I'm using different types of roads too, so traffic should look kind of different and whatnot. Okay. Get some people in here. Oh, pollute the area. Actually, I've seen something that I wanted to try is like one of those like perpetual kind of power things where like you build a little area, bring the water in, and then you set up pumps for the bottom, and then outflow at the top, and then in between the two is a dam and you kind of change the height around. But it takes like a lot of terraforming and stuff, but something that we could possibly attempt when we get some more money. So our poor city is pretty broke. So for that reason, I'm going to turn the speed back up. So we got to buy some more services. And unfortunately, we can't afford them right now. Like, mainly fire. Like, I want to put another fire station over here, because I'm kind of seeing, you know, some pretty poor coverage. And are we out of power already? Holy smokes, this is crazy. This city just consumes power. Like, oh, that's good, though. This kind of helps the cause. Okay, so we got some more specialization. I think we can even put in the forestry. I think we already had that. And then we have to worry about death care now. And, oh, we get trams. Ooh, how very nice. Oh, trams. I had not been thinking about them. Maybe we can kind of sneak a tram through this kind of starting... Oh, yes, yes, yes. And have the trams even go through here. Oh, very good, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, this, I mean, this is maybe even moving again, I don't know. We'll kind of see. Because I don't like the fact that it's kind of sneaking. I think we're okay, though. Just this little... Anyway, I won't worry about that just yet, but when the city grows, we might maybe make, like... I think the long run, I want to turn, where was it? This island, right? Into services. So, like, water and, like, you know, I'll have power production over there. I want to put, like, a nuclear power plant and, like, a really big train yard and, like, that kind of stuff. Just train yards, like, just, like, those things, they just don't work right now because of the prop anarchy. So, heartbreaking. Okay, so, power plants. I don't really want to keep putting all these power plants over here, but it's just a good location for the moment. Because this is going to become specialized industry, right? I may even do that right now, to be honest. Not the nicest looking district in terms of the shape and size, but whatever. Underhill Square, let's just call it Rock Valley Forestry. That's the name of our little town. And forestry, perfect. Okay. Oh, specialized, right? Where are you? Oh, do we not have industrial? Oh, we do. Okay, good. Excellent. These will be replaced, and then that won't look as, you know, as polluted, right? Okay, so expand on our water coverage over here. Thank you for the reminder. Because I'm sure these people will move in now that the area is getting a bit nicer. And we probably need a little side road through here too, just to get some more efficient zoning in. Just be preemptive and kind of fill that in as well. Okay. And over here too. Now let's do something with this little spot, because like I was thinking we could leave kind of like a barrier or a gap or something in and around where the industry is, and we could possibly get some more people living in here. Rock Valley tree killers. You're like, okay, I'll do that. That's a little morbid. I'll do it though. Tree killers. Okay, perfect. I mean, forestry is important. It builds homes, right? And if it's well sustained, like if you're taking like a manageable approach, right? Did we cut? Maybe we did sever a link. Then it's not the worst thing to happen, you know? I'm not advocating for, you know, cutting down forests, but I'm just saying like people need building materials and like that kind of stuff. I'm not making that too complicated. There we go. Did I just destroy that again? Okay, good. No, we're good. Okay, that fixes that problem. I wanted to put, like I said, a fire department in over here, especially now that we're doing forestry, because that's going to be like, you know, asking for trouble otherwise. I'll use that UK one again. That was a nice little, oh, for every forestry district I should do that? Oh my goodness. I mean, again, forestry, it's important, right? And it's kind of like our industry right now, so our city is financially dependent on it. Okay, I've been putting a lot of services in, so now we gotta get some people in here to kind of offset the all these costs. And I don't know what mod it is, but there's a mod that makes some of these tiles unzone. It's a little bit of conflict, right? It drives me a little bit crazy, but fortunately it's unavoidable. Alright, so let's sneak some roads through here. I'm gonna keep, though, a little bit of space, and you'll kind of see what I'm doing. Bring the lights up, make it a bit easier to follow. Ooh, it's actually working. Okay. Now that's not the straightest of roads right here. That can possibly be done again. What it is, though, is like this is not straight. Because like these things line up, right? But actually, don't connect back here. Why not? So I'm going to free draw this if I can get it just right. Which I'm not going to do. There we go. Yes! I swear, everything just seems so simple, you know? Execution-wise, never happens. Oh, and I should use, yeah, some of those custom intersections. Or interchanges for the highway. You are absolutely right. Oh, that worked really well. I'm going to continue this. Just to say that. And I'm going to unzone right here. And I'm going to replace this whole thing with trees. And then I'm going to do some commercial zoning. I should just fill the whole thing with commercial. And we'll keep this open as well. Just change how this goes. And then we can put some residential down on this side. I don't want to do too much for residential, just because this neighborhood is going to be a little bit loud, because it's really, really close to like the highway and whatnot. I don't really like that slight curve, but I'll keep it because it's not really that bad. Okay. And I'm just curious. We'll see how a residential zone does here. This might be a little bit close to the action, just in terms of like, everyone who's making noise and this and that. But then, to offset it, like I was saying, we're just doing some trees and stuff here. Oh, right, we gotta make the highway a highway. Also a good reminder. Okay, so let me just drop some of these in through here. Because they're close to the polluters, they have that nice kind of fall, kind of red color to them. So a bit of tree variety here should look pretty nice. And then it's a very like long, ongoing debate. But I think, and I've heard even developers say, so I'm inclined to believe them, that if you do put trees in, they do act as a sound barrier, and then they do help with the ground pollution. Other people say that's not the case, but I mean, visually, if nothing else, they look kind of nice. Some of them, though, they lose their trees, or lose their leaves and look kind of sickly, so I'm going to not do too many of that style, but get a few of these in. Okay, now I got a whole bunch of custom trees. So some of these are going to look different than the ones you've got at home, but that's not a problem. And, oh, those ones do look a little dead. Not too bad, though. Okay. A little bit nicer than just having nothing, so I'm okay with that. And then, hopefully people will move in. I am going to put a graveyard in, because that's something we definitely have to do. Maybe even that can go over here. Yeah, that's a good use of the space. Kind of lines up with that. I think it was off by 1 square, but I think it's close enough that we're in the right ballpark. Okay, so we'll leave that like that. And then as this industry, if it does become kind of like a higher tech, like when the people become smarter, it will pollute less. So the trees will look a little bit cleaner when that happens too. But that's like way down the road. Okay, so I want to upgrade now our highways. So our little in-town highways here, people are actually using them. And you know what, let's continue. Ideally, I want to use 2 lanes. I just think that if we upgrade here, yeah, they're going to be a little bit too tight for spacing. So we'd have to redraw a lot of that. So I think just for simplicity, we'll keep this as a 1-lane kind of network. But think of this as like almost a mini in-town expressway. It's not really like a highway. But the goal is just to get you, a little bit more direct route from one end of town to the other type thing. My poor coffee, I totally forgot about it again. That's right, yeah, the trees definitely help with the noise pollution. Same with if you upgrade to the roads that have like the trees in them, right? We don't have them just yet, we have to get more people in here. Nice little city though, so far. I'm kinda liking this. And this area, you can kind of see a lot cleaner now that the trees have kind of switched over. But all these original polluters, we want to get rid of them. And it's strange that this thing is still polluting here. No, that's lumber, but it's still got a nice big smokestack. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, back on the quest to get some more people living in here. Now, I think another interchange might be a little bit overkill, so I'm probably not going to do one. But I'd like this 4-lane road to kind of continue going this way. And I really do think this is going to be the starting point for our trams as well. And then, just so that I don't forget, I think what we could do for the trams is very random for me to just suddenly put this in. We just go from like here to here, right? And then, do we have enough money to do sort of this? Not really, but like something like this, right? Just kind of keep, you know, that kind of shape going. Now, is there really anything stopping us from doing... Can I actually upgrade that too, I wonder? Besides the fact that it's a little bit crooked, is that really bad? Get rid of that to clean it up a bit. No, it's actually, I haven't streamed in like ages. But I do make a lot of YouTube videos for City Skylines. I just, the reason why I'm streaming today is like, I'm just kind of testing it. I've upgraded my internet so I can stream a little bit more often. I'm kind of seeing how it holds out. Because when I would stream before, my internet would just like, you know, crash after like half hour to an hour. It was like really counterproductive and not fun to stream. It seems to be okay so far. But the game, it did just get updated, so I'm kind of, I can't, it's just, there's not a lot of traffic. It's just, that's a little bit unconventional, I think, in real life, having this little, you know, two roads kind of connecting here. This is almost like it's a, kind of like a collector system. It's not the worst or most unreal to trams, our general idea. Just trams, they're very expensive. So our poor budget, you know, we need to get some more people living in here first. Okay, now so far this has not been a bad choice. It's just there's not a lot of traffic. It's just that's a little bit unconventional, I think, in real life, having this little, you know, two roads kind of connecting here. This is almost like it's a kind of like a collector system. It's not the worst or most unrealistic thing, you know. Okay, are we good for... I think we got everybody now, in terms of on and off ramps for upgrades. Okay. So we'll just fill this in and switch just the regular road just for the sake of the cost right now. And I don't know what we can use for symmetrical reference. I basically want a road going like this, right? I think that's straight enough with the coast. That's kind of what we're after. And I want these just to basically curve and meet up. And then, again, eventually this becomes like the tram, right? I think that's what we're after. Let me move this a little bit closer just to see. Because that would be our... Okay, well, let's just see. I mean, bring it up and over. See how it looks. And... thank God this is working. Love that. Now, can we curve this in? Oh, I gotta pick, yeah, I'll do that right after this. We'll put in one of those custom interchanges. Let me back this up a bit. Actually, I have a cool one in mind that I use quite a bit in the other cities. And where can we put that? Maybe over here, actually. Kind of get ourselves started on the other side of the river. Okay, so what I'm going for here is just a really smooth approach. It kind of lines up. It's a little bit off. A little bit off. Not the worst, though. I think I'm just going to keep it instead of having to redo this like a million times here, right? That's not so bad. I will keep that. Okay, yeah, so the custom interchange I had in mind. No, could we not use some of these yet? Oh, darn it. Are you kidding me? Hey, they're way too expensive. 44,000 for an interchange. Holy smokes. And we don't even have all of them unlocked yet. Yeah, no, darn it. But there's one, it's called a dumbbell interchange. It's actually pretty cool. It's got two roundabouts on like both sides of the exits for the well, on and off ramps. But I don't know which one it looks like. Some of the asset icons don't really seem to be working. Darn it, we'll save up for a bit. We'll come back to that. Okay. Oh, and this whole time I had in mind some background music to play. So let me just put some of that on right now. You guys let me know if this is a little bit too loud or not. Should we turn that a little bit? Ooh, that's way too loud. There, that's not too bad, right? And I'm just gonna kill the in-game music here. Audio. Music. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, Toronto Transit Commission. I'm in Toronto, actually, right now. I'll show you guys when we get them, but I actually have some TTC vehicles downloaded for as custom assets. So when we do get a like a tram network and stuff, you'll see some Toronto streetcars and this and that. Is the music too loud, guys? Is that okay in terms of volume? Okay. So continue with this. It'd be neat if that can go underneath. Oh, that actually would be kind of cool. I'm going to use this for symmetrical reference. I always like having something else. It just helps, just, you know, visually with your eyes kind of follow the city along. Alright. And, God, the rain. I love when it rains in this game. It looks so pretty. I'm going to put it on 1 speed so we can kind of just enjoy it. In real life, I'm like one of those people that really enjoys the rain just in general. Like, I'm such a, you know, I'll go outside, take photos even. Especially like thunder and lightning. Like, that's slightly, you know, that little kink in it, but I don't mind. Let's just enjoy the rain for a second here. They just did a really good job, I think, with that. And I should experiment with downloading some, oh, what are they called? Goodness gracious me, I can't think right now. Those custom, like, you know, lighting, like dynamic lighting, that kind of stuff, so like your sun rays look a little bit different, and just the lighting in general for the game looks a little bit different, like sun shafts, like that kind of stuff. Make the game look a little bit more, you know, realistic. Okay, so I think this middle road, I'm going to try and continue this as well, but that one might have to be a tunnel. Okay, how far is that from there? That's 12 units. Okay, so this can go underground. And then that's just going to come out and meet up with that. Okay, let's try this. Nah, not quite. Okay, let's bring this above ground first. Let's go a little bit further with that. There we go. That's not so bad. Not so bad at all. And then we'll put in some more crossroads here. Ideally, I want that to go to the center, but I don't think we're going to get a snap point from there. Okay, I'll try this. If that goes the whole way through, it does not. Of course. Can't seem to win sometimes. There we go, I'll take that though. Okay, so back to zoning. Let's get some more people living in here. Start blowing through some of these milestones. Go look at the city a little bit bigger too. Hey, Nosley, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by today. Happy Saturday, guys. Finally the weekend, right? This week it just felt like a long one. Some days, you know, some days feel longer than others, right? And unfortunately, if a week of those, then that feels like a long week. Now, I wonder if I can sneak another road underneath here. Oh, I can. Where are we going with that one, though? That'd be kind of cool. I lose the zoning, though, in that little part. Oh, that works. Keeps the zoning, too. Cool. Can we do something like that on the other side as well? Just for the old sake of symmetry? Oh, we can. Interesting. Interesting. And my thoughts just for doing something like this was just to get some more people living in here. Just better use of the zones, right? Just in general. Okay, I'm just just gonna sneak that a little bit over so we have a bit more room to kind of get another room. Yeah, that's what I'm after. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, now make that commercial, because it's going to be way too loud for people. And the rest can just be residential. Guys, the CN Tower is awesome. Like, going up there and just, like, if you go up there and you have good weather, oh my goodness. So you can see as far as the States. Like, it is mind-blowing. You can literally see across Lake Ontario. Consequently, if you're over in Niagara Falls and you're kind of standing on the, I guess what, the southern points of Lake Ontario, you can see like the CN Tower, and it's like this tall on the horizon. You need like the clearest day imaginable for it, but it just looks awesome. But for those of you that are afraid of heights, I don't really recommend going up there because it's very tall. And then there's a thing called the glass floor. And it just literally is like one big section of the floor. It's just like super thick, you know, like bulletproof, like plexiglass kind of stuff. So you can just walk across on that. Pretty heartbreaking, or hard dropping, I mean. Okay, I think we need a little more services because our, of course, our demand is kind of dropping off a little bit here. Zone some more, just basically everything. We'll put in some services in and around some of the areas we've just built. Hopefully get some more demand for, you know, for everybody. Alright, now can we make that work? Yes, excellent. Perfect. So just in general, guys, for those of you that do kind of follow along with the City Skylines videos, just on the regular, I'm going to kind of wait it out like a week or so and just kind of see what happens in terms of the, like what mods get updated and stuff. I just might end up streaming a few random times throughout the week, just to kind of make up for it. And then what I'll do is I'm going to upload the streams afterwards to YouTube. So that way if you guys can't catch them all, you'll be able to kind of get the highlights or whatever. And just, I don't know what time it is right now. Yeah, actually, it's 2 o'clock, so we got a little bit more time still. I kind of ballparked going for around 2 hours today, so I really have no time in mind, but we'll go for at least another 20-30 minutes and kind of see how, you know, how the city looks and how things are going. Okay, now what road are we using down there? It's a 4-laner, so let's continue with that. And then continue with this. And just because they've been pretty handy throughout this part of the city, I'm going to put one more roundabout over here. Because I'm a fan of the roundabouts. And at least a 4 for this one as well. Cool. And I'm actually going to turn the speed up just so that we're getting a little bit more money. There we go. Cool. And then, same idea, just put in some, you know, crossroads for here to be a little bit more efficient in terms of our overall zoning. Get as many people as we can in here, hopefully. And then over here, this is where we're going to drop some more services, so put in the city's first high school, like that kind of stuff. I haven't dropped one of those just yet. And we'll expand our pipes, take a look at our power. Just kind of everything as a whole, I guess. And I imagine we're probably getting to a point where the landfill slash garbage dump is a little bit full. Okay, so we're not the worst for water. Excellent. Make the roundabouts highway. Yeah, I was actually we could do that. Don't see why not. We'll use a 2-laner here. The only thing is when we do that though, the pedestrians can't wander around. So I may actually just leave them like this for the moment. What I usually end up doing is I'll change them actually, we can do it now even, is I'll change them to the 3-laners. That way no one parks on them and then people kind of move a bit faster through them. So I might just do that instead. Otherwise, we have to start making pedestrian pathways and tunnels and like that kind of stuff. Which I'm not opposed to. Just, you know, haven't really put any of those just in, you know, just yet. What an interesting little system this is too right here. Don't dislike that, but might not keep it. We'll see. Okay, now I'm gonna use. Oh, so many of the custom assets are gone. Darn it. It's crazy. Whenever these games get updated, how much stuff you actually lose. And you don't realize how much, like, you know, you use something until it's gone. Okay, so services. Let's just kind of go through the whole works right here. We definitely need a another cemetery. Fire coverage also not good. Holy smokes, we basically need everything right now. Okay. I'm not gonna go cheap. We might as well just get the big ones. Just kind of keep saving up. It's better for the long run, right? And then ideally we need, like, when we can afford it, like 1 or 2 the big fire stations, right? Just for maximum coverage. Okay, police, not too bad. Could use a police station over here though. Unfortunately, these things are very expensive. Worth it though. Police obviously important. And then the more services we put, like the better the areas become, and the more people are going to want to live there. So obviously, we kind of, you know, these things, they pay for themselves basically. Okay, high school. That's what I want. But that's really expensive. Yeah, 24,000. So we'll put a high school, and then we'll put a regular school, and then. Yeah, as suspected. I mean, I have some custom ones already in terms of incinerators, because we haven't unlocked an incinerator yet. I don't really want to put another garbage dump down, because like they're just stuck there, right? You can't move them until they're empty, you know. And the incinerators are really expensive, so maybe we can take out a loan. 20,000. It's not enough, but we'll take it anyway. I may even get an incinerator first, to be honest. How much are these small ones? Whoa, 175,000, no way. 75,000, that's better, but geez Louise. Yeah, holy smokes. 75,000, I mean, it really is the cheapest one. Oh boy, oh boy. Otherwise, we have to get up to a population, I think, of 7,500 just to get the regular incinerators. Oh, 7,000, yeah, so that's pretty. It's like doubling our city size, right? So, I mean, it's not impossible to do, it's just, no, it's not the easiest thing to do in the allocated time, you know? And when I say allocated time, I mean like before the landfill fills up. Okay, now is it crazy talk to connect these areas? Just kind of do something like this? Why not, right? A little bit of an alternative to the highway, essentially. And that means I'm going to upgrade this then. There we go. Alright, one person using it. As long as there's someone, right? Okay, so just kind of casually keeping this build going. Just for this side. So we just need more taxpayers, I guess is what it kind of comes down to. More people in here we have. Oh no, what did I just break now? What have you done? No, we're just out of power. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like honestly, with this city, it's like you think you have everything under control and then something like this happens. Oh boy, and we're getting close to that. Actually, I wonder, because it's 75,000 for the incinerator and we do get power production with that, right? Oh no, my stream, it's getting a little laggy here. Oh no! I hope we don't lose it here. Let me just double check my internet connection. Hopefully it rights itself. I don't know if it's just on my end or if it's just what's going on here with the stream. My internet, notorious for that. It just suddenly cuts out for like, you know, a second or two and just causes this big headache. So I'll cross my fingers that everything kind of gets sorted. Okay, so what I was saying was this produces power at the same time as you know, clearing the garbage problems, right? So it might be enough to kind of get us the power we're kind of needed to get the. Yeah, I've got an i7. Which one is actually the box right here? It's the yeah 4790K. I don't know why I have this on my desk, but just sitting right there next to me. Pretty random. See, I don't know if the stream is actually lagging, but it's like I have the Twitch window open on my computer, and it's just kind of lagging. So I could just be kind of, you know, the only one, but hopefully it's not too bad for you guys right now. And just in general, I am trying to get my just home network connection speed a lot faster. So I got like a little network extender, like that kind of stuff. But I may need to get a second one just to kind of build a better kind of, you know, network box around where I am. Because my router is just one floor above me, and there's some like ventilation, you know, pipes and whatnot in between us. Okay, so yeah, I can kind of see that, yeah, I'm getting some poor connection problems. So the internet might be putting a little bit of a time limit on our stream, but we'll kind of see how it goes. I'll give this another 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe just refresh my page to see if that's kind of, you know, what's doing it. Okay, so we're basically at the 75,000. It's not too far off. Hey, okay, actually that really does help. We get a lot of money now. Okay, perfect. So let's drop this in. Advanced incinerator. I'm gonna put that really close to the landfill. That way they can work as a team together. That was the majority. Yeah, I don't know if it's like, I have my, I'm looking at my CPU usage. It does kind of spike, but it's only in the 60s right now. Which seems kind of high. I mean, this game does like, it uses a lot. Because I have a lot of custom assets, right? So it just like decimates my RAM. But, I don't know, it shouldn't really like kill my CPU too much. Anyway, I think for sure it's my internet, because like when I do speed tests and stuff, it does kind of, you know, dip up and down in terms of the overall speed. Which is a little bit frustrating, unfortunately, but c'est la vie. And it's way better than it was before, which is good. Okay, so back on track here. Now, was that enough power being produced? It was! We actually can get a little bit more growth out of our city right here. Okay. Definitely still need another power plant, though. This is just a little, you know, temporary solution. Now, same kind of idea with what we did on the other side. I'm going to possibly do a kind of like a curved road, just kind of making its way through here. And I'm probably going to go just like this, for example. Okay, like that, perfect. Make that go like this, and then hopefully just drop that right into here. There we go. That's not so bad. A little bit of a curve, but I think it's kind of hidden well in there. And just so that I can actually know what I want to do before I start upgrading these. I was thinking kind of spread the costs around. I'm going to start upgrading some of the roads now, but I wanted to put that high school in. Because we are going to put the tram network in and around, you know, this whole... Ooh, that's way too steep. Holy smokes, what is going on over here? Okay, so that's got to be like that, it looks like. And then this can be... Honestly, the amount of money I pay for the internet, too, given how fast it actually is, it's really frustrating. And I mean, it's just, it's fast at moments, and like, you know, it's fast enough that like my roommates and I, we can all kind of do our own thing. The problem is, it's not consistent. And it's not really an issue if you're just like streaming Netflix or just, you know, gaming a bit, right? Because a little bit of a drop for a few seconds is not bad, but if it's happening constantly, like when you're streaming, it's just like, you know, it's the worst, right? And if it's a big enough drop, it's like Twitch will just kind of drop the stream, right? And you have to restart it, and that's like, you know, frustrating in on itself, right? Okay, so let's connect these a bit over here. So we're making some little side streets. Maybe one more. Cool. Yeah, I don't even want to say how much I pay. It's too much. I have a bundle because I have like my roommates and I, we split like an HD TV package as well, right? I mean, it's not the most expensive relatively. It's just for what we pay, I feel like we should be getting way more, especially when I look at like, you know, other countries, right? Like in Europe and stuff, right? Like the packages available there, it's like just insane how much value there is. I actually kind of like this little staggered kind of area right here in terms of the way these neighborhoods are kind of unfolding. This is pretty cool. Oh no, it's off by one. Darn it. Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's do a little bit of zoning over here. My poor coffee's getting cold here. That's part of the reason why I buy such a big one. Kind of keeps it warmer longer. But right now it's like lukewarm. And coffee, it just goes through like so many cycles, right? Like it's great when it's hot, and then it's like okay when it's cold, or not cold, but like kind of warmish, and then it suddenly hits a point again where it gets like really good again, you know? Like when it's like weird kind of cold. Okay, let's put some commercial in here. Might be getting a little bit close to our industrial zones, but I think we're okay. The noise and whatnot shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there is demand for everything, so hopefully these should slowly fill up. And I'll just turn the speed up a little bit more too. And we'll just restart this day. Alright, there we go. And then we'll kind of go back on our quest of getting some more services on this side. And I'm not going to zone right on the water. So there's still that possibility of doing a bike lane the whole way through here, which I think we should do, to be honest. Let's just do that now. Why not? Why not? And if we... Oh, you know what we could do, which would be kind of cool, is... Oh, good, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. Kind of make like an elevated network, right? Just follow the, just stay like one tile away the whole time. Let's go on a 3 right here. That should be good. The hardest part is going to be getting kind of connection points to the main road we've made. So we'll kind of cross our fingers and hope for the best with that, but I think we'll be okay. Just may have to be a little bit creative. And maybe over here we can kind of go a bit wide even. I used to be on Tech Savvy, but I've since switched over to Bell, just for the sake of the fiber optic. And it's like when it's good, it's good. Cause I pay for like I pay for 50, but it's like right now before I started the stream, I was only pinging at like 16, which is like terrible. Right? But it's like before I was paying for 25 and it would go as low as 5. And I would call them and I would complain and they would reset the service or the signal or whatever, right? And it would just be fast for a few days, but then, you know. But then sometimes I'll get like 46 megs a second and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm downloading it on Steam and I'm getting like 4 or 5 megs a second and I'm like, oh yeah. But it's like, that never really sustains, which is the worst, you know? So, I mean, it's frustrating. And, like, we're on the phone with them a lot. And it's just, the neighborhood I'm in is just not really well wired, I guess is a good way to put it. Oh, well. When I'm rich and famous, I'll buy, you know, internet for everyone, right? Okay, so it does look like we need a little bit more garbage coverage, just in general. So I'm thinking maybe another incinerator. Because they are horribly expensive, though. They're a better investment than doing landfills. Landfills are great until they fill up, right? And the fact that this one's emptying, like most of the garbage trucks are doing that instead of kind of picking up trash for the city, which is why we're kind of having the you know, kind of issues we have right now. But at 75,000, I don't really want to pay, you know, that much for another one right now. Unless we get to our higher population, right? Oh boy, what do I do here? Okay, I think we'll just save up and have to put another one down, because we do have a lot of money coming in. And if anything, in the interim, maybe we can even add to our budget a bit. So use some smaller side streets here. I'm just going to go through these areas and just get a little bit more zoning in. Get easier said than done. Okay, angle it is, alright. And we might maybe need to do some commercial somewhere over here, just so we're not too far away from, you know, our little shopping districts. Yeah, garbage, holy smokes. It's quickly added up as a problem, so I don't really want to put some more people in just yet. Alright, well, let's at least expand, get the area ready for another incinerator. Probably should put it over here, just where the rest of them are. And then kind of expand the rest of the industry a little bit further out, since we'll be kind of destroying a few buildings. And then maybe that can go on the angle. Let me just upgrade that. And that. And this is just for the sake of traffic, because I'm noticing there's actually quite a few vehicles that go along this road. It's almost like that's a bypass. And then maybe we can connect, kind of hides that weird little squiggle part of that road, right? Now the problem is that road's not really straight. I think I'll just leave it though, because otherwise that'll drive me kind of crazy. Okay, so we need to get to, I think it was 75,000 to get our next incinerator. So we'll restart the day. I'm going to double up on this little neighborhood here. We'll zone that. Because even though the people are going to complain about garbage, I'm going to try to get some more people moving in just to get the, you know, tax budget a little bit higher. Get some more monies for the city, pretty much. A little boundary here between our industry and our people. Nice, there we go. That is what I'm talking about now. Pipes, are we okay? We are indeed. We have to go a bit further up here, though. Okay. And what? Maybe zone some commercial on the inside, like this. But for the sake of these being, you know, the highway arms, right? Let's keep that open. Not real demand right now for commercial, but just might as well be preemptive. Okay, so let's expand over here. I was saying I wanted to keep this kind of shape going just in terms of the way the lake is. So let's do that. And this can go straight in over here. That's not so bad for shape and flow. And then this. Oh, look at that. That actually works well too. There we go. And this can be more industry. Can't help me with those taxpayers. There's a zone over here too. And this is all forestry industry, so I'm not really too concerned about, you know, a pollution kind of imprint, because these are pretty clean just in the grand scheme. So we'll go like that. Just restart our day again. And, what am I looking for here? Right. Incinerator. 75,000. Okay, let's get this thing in here. So close. They're expensive too. Oh my goodness. We'll have to get, I mean, a lot of people will move back in, so this should kind of pay for itself. And people are getting sick too. No, darn it. That's from the garbage. So this is like priority number 1 right now. Okay. Excellent. Finally, that could not come fast enough. So just in the same kind of area. So unfortunately, we do have a few polluters over here, but we might as well keep them all in the same kind of zone. That's our power plants, our incinerators, and our, you know, dump right here. But they are important. We do need them. So we'll keep them. Eventually, they'll get kind of, you know, pushed further out in the city, but for the moment, right? Alright, now, to help with the influx of sick people, I'm going to build us another hospital or something, right? 65,000. Holy smokes. Man, I wish we had more cash. Okay, not really. Yeah, I can't really take that just yet, right? Okay, hopefully the one clinic should be enough to kind of deal with the health issues we have. Okay, let's finish our little bike lane here. So all I need now are just some kind of points for our people to get on and off our bike lanes. This is almost like a bike kind of autobahn. And why don't we break that into 2? That's kind of fun. And then we can make this, oops. Let's go like that. Cool, that's kind of fun. Hey, look at that, people are using it, neat. And the more on and off ramps you have, the more people that will use it. So let's go like that. Go like that, perfect. Nice, we got another one. And actually, maybe this one can be another kind of shape like that. Cool. Oops. Old habits die hard. That's where the you know, bike lanes used to be, right? And apparently I can't speak English anymore. Okay, now can this connect like that without destroying too much? You can kind of see what I'm after. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, but that's not really... I see. Maybe that's enough right there? Or if we go like one more. Yeah, right, eh? Okay, just leave that. That's probably enough. And oh my goodness, downside to having all this stupid garbage. All these poor people are dying. Okay. Back on the healthcare grind. Now, we don't have a crematorium, so we haven't unlocked them yet. So I'm not going to bother putting one of the custom ones up down. Oh, actually, this one's not too no, it's a graveyard. Never mind. 37,000. Okay, that one is actually doable. And I think it's a better approach to do that than to add another graveyard. It's kind of the long of that short right there. So I'm going to put this in on that side, and that should kind of cover, I think, most of the city anyhow. And that way we've got a graveyard over here that can now empty into this, and that should deal with the rest of our poor dead people. And then hopefully these two dumps and everything should be enough incinerators to get rid of the garbage problems, which has been like super backlogged. Holy smokes, it's a poor city. Surprised people still live here. And we can maybe start focusing on some parks too. Okay. That's... I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so this will be fixed. Maybe the key is to go... Aha. Do this in small segments. No, it's still the same kind of... that's really, it's strange that that's doing that. Let me try this one more time. I think if I make this in like lots of staggered segments. Come on now. Oh, there. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It does go up a little bit, but that's fine. Maybe we can even make this into a, yeah, one of the points where you get on and off. No, that looks terrible. Good gravy. Holy smokes. No, thank you. Okay. Because we do need, I mean, really at least one more little on and off points right here, right? That's strange the way that kind of just goes. I don't think that's going straight is what's going on. Let me just super quickly just try this one more time here. I know I'm being a little bit nitpicky here, but sometimes those things, they just drive me crazy. That, though, is so weird. I don't like it. Maybe we can just be, you know, just kind of forget it and just go like this, and then make that like, you know, like this. Oh boy, that just looks so terrible though. Why can't we win? Alright, for the 15th millionth time, let's try this again. And this is one of those slow and steady to win the race approaches. It's weird, it's like over here, it's almost like, even though I'm following the tiles, it's like the tiles don't line up or something, you know? Well, that kind of works. That does not. So now I'm at ground level, right? Which is why I'm running into these issues here. There we go, that's it. And that is the worst point possible for connection, so I wish that did not exist, but it's going to be stuck like that, so people are going to use it! Aw, man. Sorry, guys. At least you can see my frustration, right? So I'm going to do this in, like, super stages, just to kind of... There we go. Put my mind at ease. Okay. And now, again, we don't have a way on over on this side. And I don't want it to be too far without these on and off ramps, right? Okay, let's put this back to 1 speed. I don't know why this is taking me forever to do. And I'm going to try and do the same idea that I had with the other side, just a little connection point. But no, it's the slope. It's not really working. Okay. What I'm going to do, new approach, is I'm going to open up the length of the tiles in between so that we have a little bit more room to kind of work with. There, that's better. And then from here we can go kind of do that double little thing we did before, right? Yeah, this is it. There, that's better. That still doesn't work. Oh my goodness. This game, it loves to like try your patience, I guess is a polite way to put it, right? Because it's not like the game is intentionally doing anything to like, you know? It's just the mechanics, they do what they do, right? But sometimes it just feels like this game is working against you. When really you're on the same team, you know? There, that's better. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works. Okay. Now, these people here, are they sick because of the, yeah, it's all the ground pollution from all the garbage. Okay, so the way to deal with that rather quickly would be to put in some parklands or some trees, that kind of stuff. So we're kind of neglecting that in general. So this is kind of a good thing. So we can kind of, you know, just beef up these little areas here. And then what I like to do, just in the little spaces in between where the, you know, kind of the zoning doesn't match, is I'll just fill in with trees anyhow. So this is kind of like win-win. I'm a tree fanatic, as you guys probably know. We'll do lots of overlapping types. And in some of the other areas, what we can do as well is we can make kind of like a little custom big central park thing. I have some of those rocks and everything that we can use too, which are pretty fun. It's such a shame though we don't have the prop anarchy, because that's like the only thing I want to use, right? It's crazy. It's like in the beginning I was so reluctant to use it as well. I was like, no, this is dumb. I don't want to put stuff everywhere. This is silly. Who would make this? And now that I don't have it, I'm like, oh man. It's like instances like this, right? See how I want to put a tree right here, but I can't because they're like people's backyards? It's like that's what the prop anarchy would be for, right? You just get into all those spots. Instead of having to try and find the little itsy bitsy, you know, millimeter spot right in between the buildings, right? But you can just kind of see, like, you know, it's very simple what we've done, but it just adds such a nice little bit of, like, vibrance to the city, right? At least I think so. Okay, let's just put a few these taller ones in. I like these things too. Very nice. And then when we get another clinic or hospital over here, that'll help deal rather quickly with all the sick people. And at this point, I think it's just the garbage structures being a little bit slow, because they literally are getting filled up, like, before they make, you know, their way all the way down over here. So I'll put 3-speed back on, restart our day. And we will kind of take a look at the city at night as well. It's not just like a daytime only build, it's just a little bit easier to kind of follow along, you know, when the sun is out. Okay, so I want to make just like a little something right here. some more people living in here. Nice. And maybe we can do something like that just in all these little areas here. Just get some more houses in. Get some more people using the bike lanes and stuff too. Wow, these are so popular. That's awesome. Look at that. What a great little addition to the city, this little coastal bike lane highway thing. I just wish the grass wasn't clipping through, but whatever. I won't complain. I don't know, these crazy areas where the height's an issue, but who cares? Our people are enjoying it. Okay. Garbage, still an issue. Kind of thought that would be a little bit more promptly dealt with, but unfortunately our incinerator status is not really keeping up with the city, it looks like. Now we do have enough money to buy another one, or like we will rather shortly. So I'm not opposed to it, especially in the sake of, like, you know, helping out with some of the bigger problems. Because at this point, if we do continue to grow, it's like we're just going to run into the same issues, right? People are going to get sick because the garbage isn't getting picked up. And yeah, I think an incinerator is the best step. And I'm just going to go for one of the bigger ones. These ones, they're so inexpensive. They have a capacity of 400,000. This has a capacity of 500,000. And it's like almost more than double the price, I should say. But we do have these now, so let's just use it. Okay. Probably the last one we have to buy for a short while, which is good. And they do make power at the same time, so it's not like they're, you know, not serving us, right? Okay. And that should help deal with these issues, like I was saying. Not really worried, though. Okay, so expand up here. And possibly, we could possibly do another roundabout through here. Maybe make one of these a wider streets. Poor money, always out of it. Even at this point, I kind of thought we'd have a little bit more, but I'm just like a spendaholic apparently. Oh well. It's not like we're like a negative budget, right? It's just the budget, you know, I'm putting a lot of money into like incinerators, like that kind of stuff, right? Which is fine, because they're kind of necessary, but we're kind of doing things a little bit out of order, I guess is a good way to put it. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing a, is that 5 by, what do I need here? 5 by 6 almost. Okay, so we can do 4 by 4, that works, okay. Actually, why don't we do a big roundabout here? Are these symmetrical, I wonder? Let's see if we can actually connect all these dots. Is that a 10er? No, it's a 9. It's almost, Okay, well I think there's a way to do it if you create, the cross first. I don't normally do my roundabouts this way. And you delete everything else afterwards, right? The kind of the back parts. So we'll go like this. Okay, so we'll go out by, say, 7. That'll be a nice size roundabout, right? There we go. Hey, what's going on, Arc Pitch? That's how you say your name? Thanks for stopping by. Things are pretty good on my end. Definitely enjoying the Saturday. And, I mean, I have a lot of chores to do, but I'm kind of putting them off, and the stream is kind of my, you know, my excuse, but at the same time, it's like, it's secretly, it feels good to kind of tackle your to-do list, you know? It's like, all week, you're just like, all you want to do is do nothing. If you do nothing on the weekend, you feel kind of unproductive, you know? And then during the week, you're like, oh, I should have done this. Then you're like, oh, all this stress to do it the next weekend, then you don't do it because it's, like, you know, stressful kind of thing, so it's like I have a lot happening in my life right now, so I'm trying to kind of just juggle everything at once, which is a little bit exhausting, but finally, it's a nice Saturday off kind of feeling, so kicking back, having a stream, having fun, you know? I like it. Wish every day could be a lazy Saturday. Okay, so keep that kind of shape going. And then what I'll do when we eventually unlock and get the money for them, I'm going to put one of those really cool custom interchanges right in here just to replace this little weird thing that we made that's kind of just, you know, filling the holes right now. It's not a bad interchange, it's just, you know, it's pretty... It's not exactly easy on the eyes. Okay, now these don't create traffic lights, luckily. You can kind of see, right? They're just little stop signs. So for traffic's sake, I think we're okay having intersections spaced this closely together. Obviously, something to keep an eye on. And I will kind of keep with the theme of zoning on the outsides of the roundabouts. Just because traffic so far doesn't seem to be, you know, too bogged down by it. Alright. Now, in a perfect world, we follow... Yes, very nice. There we go. And then these are just to kind of get our, you know, ourselves a little bit more zoning squares. Makes it a little bit more efficient. And I'm using the commercial as kind of a good boundary in between our industrial sectors and our residents, just so no one's too cranky. And then I think in the long run, like I kind of see us moving our industry further and further kind of up, maybe into the center of this little area here, just as the city kind of grows and expands. I don't know why, it's kind of fun just kind of reclaiming land that used to be, you know, industrial. There's a good kind of green kind of feel to it, you know? You sleep better at night, knowing you've done a good job. Okay. Keep an eye on this, we're okay for that. Nice looking city so far, it's pretty decent size actually. Incidentally, the first road we've built, haven't done anything with it since. Kind of been going in the opposite direction, which is fine. And I'm still super digging this bike highway. Wait, maybe need a way for it to kind of go up and into here. Or maybe even change one of these side roads into the you know, road that kind of supports bike lanes. Okay, now I've been saying I wanted to build another hospital for a while now. I can get one of these small ones. That's a good price point, I think, for our return on investments. Put that right there. Nice looking building too, kind of suits the area. Cool. Excellent. Hospitals aplenty. Holy smokes, do we ever have health problems over here. Wowzers. Nice, thank you very much for that updates. Nice, and our budget, everything is kind of coming together now. This is what I was kind of after a little bit, you know, maybe 20 minutes ago. Yeah, everything is coming up. Millhouse City is definitely looking nice. Alright, so fire coverage. I did want, I'm going to save this area for a big one, but I'm going to put one more small one up here. And I keep using these UK ones. I think they're great. 6 fire stations, or 6 fire engines, that's the only downside. Oh, that one's 6 as well, so maybe they're... That one's 15. Oh, and it's 40,000. Oh, well, hey now. Maybe we can buy one of these. Yeah, you know, here's a little trick I like to do. So you pay off the loan early, and then you take it right back out. Same with this one, right? Pay it off, take it out. So we'll do that, and we'll just drop down some more services. Hey, big town, cool. Oh, what do we unlock with this? Oh, the other incinerator. Otherwise, not a whole heck of a lot, actually. I want the large fire station. Oh, we did unlock it. Oh, I guess I'm just kind of blind. Okay, so that changes everything. Let's put that, say, right here. Is that a good spot for it? Oh yeah, that's nice. He's nice. Very good. And then we can put, I'm a bit of a weirdo sometimes. Put this one over here. Maybe this little spot here, actually. And goodbye all our money. But, money well spent. Oh, shoot, you know what I wanted to do was get that, highway asset, since we could afford it. But I guess this is a better use of our money, right? Are we at that magical moment again where we need another power plant? Oh my goodness. 50,000. Holy smokes. Okay, so let's get some more people in here. Because we just added a whole bunch of new expenses, and our budget, unfortunately, is just taking a nosedive. But it's like those fire stations, like, worth their weight in gold. You can kind of see we actually have a lot of active fires, and like these kind of things, right? Like, the fact that we've got some, you know, buildings that have burned down, it just tells me that the fire coverage is not really enough, right? And we have no one to blame but me here, right? So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not too upset. I think the city is not too bad. My only nervous point was at the very beginning when we almost ran out of money, but I think since then we're okay. The city is, you know, it's faring very well. We haven't had like a mass exodus yet. We haven't had our first death wave yet, so we're still, you know, patiently awaiting that. But I think, yeah, I think all things considering, things are pretty good. Okay, now in terms of, because I remember saying that the long-term goal for this 4-lane avenue was to become tram tracks. I think we should have kind of a network of trams that kind of runs as well up through here. So I'm tempted to maybe go out of 45 with the road kind of going this way. And then we can change this coastal road here into one that has tram tracks. Because you can see for traffic, there's not a lot of people that actually use this. They usually stick a little bit further up here in terms of getting around. So I don't think we're actually all that bad off by putting trams through here. And then that way we get, like, you know, pretty decent coverage, I think. Okay, now let's just kind of do that. And then I'm just using regular road now. It's just like, just mental placeholder, right? Just because of our, you know, the whole cost aspect right now. And then in terms of how these will curve, I mean, this could just go right in like that. That's wild how that just actually fit in there. That's cool. And then change this. Who becomes the trams though? Is it the way over? Like that? That's not a bad idea. Or is it this? Or is it both? I think the answer is both. Okay, well, you know what? Let's start doing some of this. It's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. Let's move that slightly over. Trams in general, they are a little bit expensive, but I almost can't resist them, you know? So we'll see here. Oh yes, of course, this is where absolutely everything happens to live. And then moving all of this is going to be very expensive. Why do you undertake this stuff, my friend? Why do you do this to yourself? Okay, 3% full. Yes, we can totally empty that right now really quickly. Okay. Let's just do it. I'm going to do it. We're doing it. Catch that when it's empty. Come on now. Give me that 1%. Yes. Perfect. Move that. We'll move our power plants. Actually, since we can move things, since we're spending the money, what's a good place to move them to? Maybe down here, a little bit further away. Maybe we can spread them out too. Keep our power producers over on this side. And actually, maybe for the sake of the incoming trucks, spread that load around too. And then this is our incinerator. That's going to be expensive to move. That's not so bad. Okay, I will leave that as it is. I'm satisfied with that. And then this will upgrade, go underground. Okay. And bring that back up. Okay. Well, hey now, this is actually coming together. And then these points here we can use as kind of like turnaround points for trams anyway, for like some of the lines. Oopsies. Because I'm seeing, or I'm thinking, sorry, for the city, what we're probably going to end up doing is kind of a mix between like all types of like public transit. I don't want us to kind of focus on only one. But the trams, they're going to have, I mean, not too many. We're going to have a few just big lines that go through the city. They'll kind of hit areas where like the subway / metro kind of won't go. But for most of these side streets, we'll do like buses and stuff. Just always nice to have a few trams. No, don't you dare! Oh wait, I think we, that's right, we have to do this. I forgot we had the ability. And then that's the, what mod is this? I think it was No Pillars mod, duh, obviously. And all I'm doing is taking off like the conflicts, so you can kind of just zone wherever you want type thing, or put your roads wherever you want. Alright, so all of this will be tram. That's fine like that. That connects like that, which is cool. Oh, and then, you know what? This should also be, yep. It would be ideal if we can go the whole way down without too much conflict. As I was about to say that, first building pops up, that's a problem. Of course. I just had to jinx it. Had I said nothing, magically the fire station would have moved and I wouldn't have run into the problem, right? But fire stations. Ironic. Again, I mentioned a fire station again, we bump into another one. Okay, and then for this coastal road, I'm gonna use this one here. And holy smokes, how do we need another power plant already? Alright, well I guess we'll have... Oh no! No, don't do that. You get a little carried away sometimes. There we go. And on 3-speed, it is insane how fast you blow through these days. Okay. You know what I wish we had when we were doing upgrades like this? See when we're in this view, looking at, see how the roads are purple for the trams? I wish I had that when we were upgrading. Or just like in this, you know, view in general, right? Sometimes it's hard to see where you've been. It's like a little general, you know, not a complaint, just a little general suggestion / tidbit. And I'm going to keep an eye on traffic because we might maybe run into some problems here in terms of the load. And I unfortunately can't go over the trains here with our tram tracks, which is why I'm starting to detour this way. But this is basically the gist of our kind of tram network. You can kind of see the makings of it right here. Now let's go from one end of town to the other, and then to infinity and beyond, eventually. And I actually don't know where I'm going with this, but I kind of like this little back one right here. Oh wait, maybe that can go, yeah, just like that. There we go. And then we'll connect these. Cool. And this is a little bit preemptive, so I'm not actually sure if we're going to put the trams in yet. Maybe we can put one small line in, just because we got, I guess, enough tracks in to get something. Man, that's not the worst idea, right? And then I was thinking for here, just to go like this through the roundabout even. The other option would be to go straight through. I don't have the traffic president. Sometimes my words get jumbled. Because that's unfortunately one of the mods that's not working. And then we'd run into traffic lights, so we'll just kind of keep that like this. Okay. Sound like a broken record, but we'll restart the day again. I'm going to get one of these oil power plants as our next big purchase. And we need 50,000 for that, so maybe we'll just keep it on 3-speed. We can, however, expand over here and just kind of fill in some of these spots that we, you know, we gained from moving the road around, or not a road, some of those buildings around. And then we'll just do an expansion in general over here, just to get some more buildings in. Okay. Perfect. Oh, pause, because we're going to destroy power. Oh wait, power is good because we're right there, so we can actually get rid of these power lines. Cool, and then just to be safe, because I can totally see a problem kind of arising down the road and me not knowing what the issue is, I'm going to put this right here, and then that just kind of, you know, fills in that gap. Okay, so speed back on. And I'm going to go to say here, and then see how that looks for... Yeah, that's fine. So again, we're just kind of making a little ring road around this thing here. Oop, where am I going? There we go. Okay, reconnect these over there. Perfect. And I'm going to get one small side street kind of running up the... Actually, why don't we use these? Oh, we've unlocked some of the roads with the bike lanes too, so we can probably put it a little bit of a bike network kind of throughout the whole city, connected to our little coastal bike little highway thing. Not a bad idea, I don't think. Give our little sim some options on how to get to work. Okay, so there's some pipes. And I think we might be at that magical moment where we're going to have to put in some more. So why don't we drop one of these in over here? This island, it's probably temporary just for, you know, water collection slash, you know, outflow for the moment, but I think it's a good little spot. Just this pollution, it's like, that's quite a bit of pollution. I want to kind of hide that like way in the distance eventually. Okay, so we got enough money now for our power plants. Well, like we did, but we kind of have enough, you know what I mean? Almost. And our poor finances, oh my goodness. I am just spending all of our money. And we basically have to now beef up all of these areas, because like the amount of services we're putting in, we have to justify kind of dropping them, right? So we'll expand on this. Give ourselves some daylight. And we'll gently start curving that, just to kind of match the theme of the other streets. Then I think we'll stick with that. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Oh, I know what we can do with this. Why don't we go like that and double up? Darn it, of course, that doesn't work. Okay, so we will change the game plan again. We'll just go like this. Sometimes stuff works the way you want it to, other times it doesn't. There we go. That fills in the area well. Okay, now we probably need another primary school over here. I think we're okay for high schools. And then I did say a while back I wanted to put some commercial over here just so we don't get too far from where people can shop. So I think what we're going to do is expand this middle kind of lane network right here. And then one of these little blocks will become a shopping zone. So I can go like this. And I'm going to use this road for that, just kind of fill in these little areas. I hope this works well. This little... Maybe that'll even go straight. Ah, almost. Darn it. Oh, I hate when that happens. That's not so bad, though. Hate is a strong word. Don't say that. I dislike when that happens. I hate sunburns. Like, there's a big difference, right? Because some of this stuff, this is tolerable, you know? Okay. I was going to try and sneak another one through here just to fill this stuff in, right? But, I don't know. We might run into problems. Maybe we'll go like this instead. There. That's better. That's better. And then we need one more road like this as well, coming through here. Alright. Oh, and guys, also, I'm going to try and do a vlog tomorrow, just to kind of fill you in. I have some cool kind of... Remember how, like, a few months ago I kind of posted a thing about I was, like, stuck for ideas for, like, my birthday and stuff, right? So I've had a lot of people suggest some stuff. And I'm going to make a little vlog about that, just kind of give you guys an update on my, you know, it's like current situation, you know, because a lot's actually changed in my life in the last year or so. So for those of you who do kind of stay tuned for those, you know, just stay tuned for that. It's been a very long time since I, Oh, hey, man. Long time no see, Surf Guy. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a vlog, so you guys let me know what you think of those too. Now let's take a look at the city, actually, now that we're kind of taking this little overhead view, right? Coming along nicely. Still kind of keeping this over here for the moment, but we were talking about moving these maybe, you know, closer to the edge of the map. But the city so far, it hasn't burned down, which is good. That's probably half the battle, right? We have a lot of people living here, which is also good. And traffic's also not too bad, all things considering. Actually quite a quaint little town we got going on here. Okay, so shopping. Now, why don't we start moving also simultaneously into some higher density? Now, I was saying that this area in general was going to stay a little bit lower density. And then what we'd eventually do is, as we get closer to, say, kind of, yeah, I definitely should make some districts. I find what I usually end up doing is I'll build a few, I'll kind of make the city about 2 or 3 times the size, and then I kind of make districts then. I don't really get too bogged down in districts. I end up changing them too often, and I don't really have enough of the policies unlocked to kind of, you know. But I definitely appreciate the suggestion. I'll kind of, you know, do that in a bit. Anyway, I was thinking of maybe making, like I said, over here, kind of downtown-ish. Let's maybe make a little pocket kind of in this spot, though. Maybe just along both sides of this tree right here. Yeah, office is definitely a better sound barrier versus the commercial in between the residents and our little industry. Okay, so I'm going to start moving over to some high density. What I like to do is I will stagger the high density and the low density together, just so it doesn't look too aggressive how it just kind of starts. So just maybe a few just kind of zones like this. And I'm going to put the rest as a low density. And then as you get kind of higher up, maybe we can go a little bit more, you know? Let's switch to this. Just so it's not this sudden drop off in height, you know, between your buildings, right? And then let's say, for example, this one, it's like mostly high density. Just to kind of get things mixed up, right? And we'll put that just like this. And you can kind of see as we get a little bit further up, the density increases. Has a little bit of a better kind of, you know. Oh, and definitely, yeah, it's a good idea as well. We're going to upgrade the highway to sound barriers. Very good suggestion. Unfortunately, I keep, well, again, just kind of hinting. We're making a fair amount of change these days, but our money, it doesn't stay with us for too long, right? And so same idea, maybe just a few towers here. Nothing too crazy just yet, though. We're just kind of hinting at some of the taller buildings, right? And I will put a few offices in as well. Again, just kind of hinting at starting to get a little bit of height into the city. So it should be a nice little transition to this zone over here. And then I also have a mod installed that is still working, where we can control the building level up height. So if needs be, this is also when I start doing my districts. Hey there, Dizzy Raptor, thanks for stopping by today. How are you? Hope things are well. And guys, Rusty, hope you're all having a good Saturday. I know I sound like a bit of a broken record, but it's finally Saturday. Ooh, yeah. And this, honestly, this week, it just felt like I had like 9 days in it. I don't know what it is. Next week, though, next week should be fun. I actually have a couple events happening. And, I guess I can fill you guys in on the details. It's like, I'm now, this is really cool. Like, the YouTube channel, it's now at the point where it's big enough, I start getting, like, you know, like mail and stuff from the actual YouTube people. So I've got a like a actual workshop on Thursday. It's an all-day thing at Google, which is like the craziest thing ever. So we're gonna try and there's gonna be some tips on the channel, that kind of stuff. Hopefully, you know, start stepping it up. So I do want to take YouTube channel to kind of the next level, you know. It's been a very good year though. Let's start doing a little more expansion over here. So for all, I mean, all of you guys, I really appreciate you sticking with it, you know? Quite a few of you have been watching the YouTube videos since day one, which is pretty cool. It's basically a full year now. And my goodness, what a fun year it's been. Okay. Oh yeah, exams, man. Yeah, I know. Some of you are just finishing up an exam. Holy smokes. Hope they've been going well, guys. I know it's like a stressful time and everything, you know? Hey, alright, got some tall buildings. I mean, you can kind of see what I mean, though, right? It's not too crazy, you know, these tall buildings. They don't just suddenly, you know? I like our city. It's coming together nicely. So day one, for YouTube, well, it's, I've had my YouTube channel since 2011. I just have not made any videos, really. I started in, like, 2012, 2013. No one really watched them, so I kind of gave up. And then when this game came out, I just knew it was going to be really popular, so I put like a lot of effort into it. So my first video came out like literally the day the game came out. So I think that was like March 12th or something like that. And so it's, yeah, basically just been 1 year and 1 month. And then, so since then, you know, it's been like 15,000 subscribers, like almost 4 million like total views, which is like just crazy. And it's hopefully leading to more and more of this kind of stuff. Like, I really want to stream more often. Like, streaming is fun. It's just like, my main thing is it's really tricky for me to get a few hours in a row just to kind of sit back and do this, which is why I normally haven't done one. And then in general, my internet has just been like so finicky and annoying. I'm curious to put some tall buildings in here. But, you know, I paid for the upgrade.